Welcome to week 4 of your 6-week prenatal yoga program. Last week we looked at how fear affects birth, the fear, pain, tension loop, and how to make the most of rest between surges and ways to lean into and work with the intensity of birth, as this is your body doing what it is so perfectly designed to do. Often within the medical framework, pain is seen as the enemy and something to be suppressed synthetically. But this week, we're going to take a look at how that can wreak havoc on our body's natural ability to manage the intensity of birth through the release of certain hormones. So the main hormones include oxytocin, which is the hormone of love, melatonin, which is released at night to help us sleep, and it works so beautifully with oxytocin. Relaxin, which we have previously discussed, and this assists with the softening of the muscles around the pelvis to facilitate baby's descent. We also have endorphins, which is the pleasure hormone, and said to be up to 40 times more effective than morphine. And towards the end, we get a boost of adrenaline to birth our babies, and of course, prolactin for breast milk production. Today, we're also going to go through some diaphragmatic breathing exercises to distinguish the difference between contracting and softening or lengthening our pelvic floor and core muscles. Stability and flexibility around the joints are important for birth. However, these particular exercises today are more so provided as techniques to familiarize yourself with the difference and practice softening to allow the body to do its thing. We will also look at some techniques that can be used to release tension. So let's get started. You will need either an exercise ball or a chair will work perfectly. A block, a yoga block, and if you don't have a block, you can use a book, that's totally fine, and your yoga mat.
Come to find a comfortable position, sitting on either a chair or your exercise ball. Bring awareness to the base of your spine. Breathing in a deep red color and allow it to circulate around the space of your coccyx and ground you into this space. Gently bring awareness to your sense of smell, noticing the air entering in through your nostrils. Maybe the temperature of the air as it does, and how it's a little warmer as you breathe out through the nose and it brushes across the top lip. As you breathe in, allow the breath to flow down the back of your neck, all the way down your spine to the coccyx. Imagine planting a little seed in this space. On your next out breath, imagine roots growing out of the seed, connecting your body to the supports beneath you. And as you take your next breath in, imagine a tall, strong tree trunk growing up from the seed, up your spine, finding length as the crown of your head reaches tall and your shoulders gently melt away from your ears. Come to bring your hands to your lower belly, just so that the two middle fingers touch. As you breathe in, feel that expansion through the belly as the fingertips come away from one another. And exhale as the belly softens and the fingers come in towards each other. Deep breath in through your nose, fill up the spaces of your belly. And exhale to soften through the belly. One more, breathing in, deep breath to the belly. Exhale as the fingertips gently come back towards each other. Now bringing the hands up a little higher to the base of your ribs. Just having the middle fingers touching. You may prefer to take the hands out wider to the side ribs. And begin to direct the breath into this space. Deep diaphragmatic breaths. Feel that expansion as the fingers come away from each other. And breathing out, let the whole body soften and allow the fingertips to come back towards each other. Now bringing your hands just to the space below the collarbones. Directing your breath into the space of the upper chest. Breathing in, expand and fingers come away. Breathing out as the fingers come back towards each other. Continuing to direct the breath into the space of the upper chest. Being patient as we expand our capacity to breathe. In our busy lives, when we're distracted, we tend to breathe quite shallow, and we can get into a habit of shallow breathing. It's building our capacity to breathe. Seeing if you can just take a little bit of extra inhale, a little more length to the out breath. And placing one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly, connecting with your little love. Let's take a deep breath in to fill up the spaces of your belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale to soften through your belly, ribs, and chest. Gently soften the hands down to your thighs and take a moment to allow your breath to regulate. Notice the benefits of your practice and taking time to slow down. And begin to take circular motions from the hip space rather than from the spine, drawing a circle in one direction as you move with the exercise ball. If you don't have an exercise ball, you can do a similar thing from all fours, taking circular motions in one direction and back in the opposite direction, being guided from the part of you that knows what's good, that primal inner knowing. Beautiful. Now reach for your block and gently place it in between your thighs, bringing the knees in and the ankles in line with your knees. Practice drawing the thighs together to tightly take a hold of the block and then soften the grip. Now practice as you breathe in, really softening through your belly, through your core and your pelvic floor. And as you breathe out, draw the navel in towards your spine. Gently lift up through the pelvic floor and activate through the thighs by drawing the knees in towards the block. Take a deep breath in through your nose, relax through your core, pelvic floor, and loosen your grip of the block. And breathe out. Draw the navel in towards your spine, lifting up through your pelvic floor, and draw the thighs together, really squeezing the block between your thighs. Breathe in, relax. Soften through the belly, soften through the pelvic floor, and breathe out to activate. One more time. Breathe in, soften, and breathe out. Guide the thighs in, draw the navel in. Beautiful. Just let go of the breath. Take a moment to regulate. Wonderful. Now take your time to gently come off your exercise ball. Come down onto the mat with your knees a little wider apart and the exercise ball in front of the body so that your arms are extended, with the palms of the hands firmly secured on top of your exercise ball. As you breathe in, lower the sit bones towards your heels and really soften through the belly organs. And as you breathe out, lift up, squeeze the glutes, lift up through the pelvic floor and draw the navel in towards your spine. Keep moving with your breath, breathing in to lower and soften, and breathing out to lift and squeeze. We're coming through these exercises as a way to distinguish the difference between softening through your core, your pelvic floor, and relaxing the muscles of the pelvis, and the tension. This way, if we notice any tension during the labor, we can be mindful of it and practice ways to come back into the softening, to allow the body to do what it's so perfectly designed to do during the birthing process. Amazing work. Let's place the exercise ball aside and reach for your yoga block once more, placing it in between your thighs, holding it firmly. Ground down through all four corners of each foot. Take a breath in, reaching the arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart space. As you breathe in, soften through the belly, soften your grip, and breathe out to activate, drawing the thighs together. Breathing in, soften. Breathing out, really engage those thighs, holding onto the block tightly. Breathe in. Breathe out, draw the navel in, activate. Keeping the hands at heart space, let's do that a couple more times. Breathe in to soften. Breathe out to squeeze. Breathe in, soften. Breathe out, squeeze. If you're unfamiliar with how to lift up through your pelvic floor, it's highly recommended that you check in with a women's health physio during pregnancy and after birth. Come to find a wall with your block ready in between your thighs. As you rest up against the wall, align your spine to the wall with a flat back, encouraging a slight tuck of the tailbone, drawing baby in. Slide down the wall into a chair-like position, knees and toes tracking straight ahead. Really strong through your legs here as you breathe. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And then come back up with legs extended. Take a deep breath in. Begin to prepare, aligning the spine with the wall. Tuck the tailbone in. Come to sit down to your degree, really strong through the legs. Staying soft through the breath. Little smile to soften the muscles of your face. Relaxing the tongue in your mouth as you breathe. Come back up, take a break. Softening breath. And come to slide back down. Up to you if you come a little deeper, feeling so strong. Find that length and depth in your breath. Coming on up, take a little rest. Aligning the spine, melt on down. Staying soft through the contracting culprits of your head, neck, and shoulders. Well done. Pedal out the knees, flush it out. Now come on to all fours in a tabletop position with hands underneath the shoulders and knees about hip-width distance apart. This time aiming for a neutral spine. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, guide the navel in towards the spine, lifting the spine up towards the sky, tucking the chin in towards the chest, tucking the tailbone. And breathe in to soften the belly towards the earth and gently take the eye gaze forward. Now extend your left leg back. Toes tucked, square up through the hips. Option to guide the left foot over to the right and the eye gaze over the right shoulder to feel a beautiful stretch. As you breathe out, guiding the heel away from the body to find length down the back of the calf. And guide the foot back to center, behind the body. Reach for the block and place it under your right knee. Square up through the heart, evenly distributing the weight between your hands as you lift the left knee. Inhale to lift the left knee and exhale to touch the earth. Breathe in, lift, exhale, tap. Breathe in, lift, exhale, tap. Keep going, doing so well. Stay soft through the shoulders, moving with your breath. Beautiful. One more time. And take a break. Well done. Reach the left arm up to the sky, taking some rotations through the wrists as you peel the heart open. And soften back to your tabletop position, taking a round of cat-cow. Just to rinse out your spine. Taking it on the other side, extending the right leg long with the toes tucked. Option to guide the foot behind the body towards the left and look over the left shoulder. Taking long, slow, deep breaths here. softening the shoulders away from your ears and sending the breath down the side body and all the way down the back of the calf. Gently bring the foot back to center and come back to your tabletop position, reaching for your block and placing it under the left knee this time. Moving with your breath, breathing in to lift the knee and exhale to lower. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Moving with your breath. Staying strong through your core and creating long, strong glutes. That's it. Just a couple more times. You are so strong. Beautiful. Gently remove the block, reaching the right arm up towards the sky, taking some rotations through the wrists, and come back to your tabletop position. A few rounds of cat-cow just to flush it out. Walking the hands slightly away from the knees, shoulders stacked on top of the wrists, drawing baby in, getting ready for some core and arm work. Exhale, take a bend in the elbows, keeping them tucked in towards the side body. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, lower down. Maintain length through the spine. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale. Take a bend through the elbows. Melt on back to find your puppy's pose, arms extended, heart melts towards the earth with either the chin or the forehead, melting down towards the earth. Beautiful stretch for your core and pelvic floor. Lovely. Walking the hands back towards the body, then come up to find a comfortable seated position. Either with your legs crossed or extended. You might wish to employ a bolster or a pillow to elevate the hips, allowing for more length through the spine. Interlacing the hands in your lap, breathing in as you guide them towards your heart and breathing out to extend. Breathing in, reaching arms up overhead, finding length through the side body. And exhale, fingertips to the earth or interlace behind the sacrum. Open up through your heart and exhale, hands in your lap. Breathing in, breathing out, extend, maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest. Breathing in to find length through the side body. And exhale, soften the fingertips to the earth or interlace, breathing in through your heart. And exhale, hands in your lap. One more time, breathing in. Allow the breath to set the pace, really feeling into the sensations within your body and allowing them to guide you through your flow. And placing your hands wherever feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in to find length through your spine as the crown of the head reaches towards the sky. And exhale to soften the right ear down towards the right shoulder. You can tuck the chin in and guide the chin towards the shoulder. You might like to play around with the position of your chin. Give yourself a little massage. Or soften the left fingertips to the earth and the right palm to the crown of your head. Really sending the breath to any spaces of tension or resistance down the left-hand side of your neck and shoulder. And then bringing the peace fingers to your right temple, gently come back to center. And take a deep breath in to find that length through your spine. Exhale over to the other side. Get really curious. Allow the sensations to guide you through movement. That really offers some TLC for the head, neck, and shoulders. Noticing the connecting fibers down the right-hand side. Coming into a space of allowing, not forcing anything to happen. Treating the breath as an internal massage to any spaces of resistance. Now bringing your left peace fingers to the left temple. Gently come on up. Roll the neck out. One direction and back in the opposite direction. You might like to take some yeses and nos. Drawing the chin in towards your chest and up towards the sky. You may have heard the saying, as above, so below. When we hold tension in the contracting culprits, particularly through the jaw, it can send a signal to the rest of the body to tense. Going through some techniques now to help you soften through the jaw, which can be employed at any time through your labor should you notice tension occurring in this space, to send the signal to the pelvis and the muscles around the pelvis that it is safe and it can lean into the birthing process. Some of these techniques include blowing raspberries or making very low tone sounds. Imagine letting the bottom jaw hinge as you soften the tongue behind your teeth. It might be helpful to open and close the jaw, or bring your hands to your chin. Give yourself a little massage, applying a bit of pressure as you guide the hands up the sides of your cheeks. Give yourself a little massage. Just play around with these techniques and notice what's helpful for you. Wonderful. Now let's breathe the arms up overhead and exhale to come over to the right hand side, reaching the left arm up over the left ear, breathing into center, and exhale to the other side, moving with your breath, breathing in as you reach tall, and exhale to find a lateral stretch. Surrendering as you breathe out, allowing your breath to carry you, not forcing anything. Finding stillness towards the right. Really let the breath enter the spaces between your ribs, down the left-hand side of your body. Coming back to center and over to the other side, finding stillness here. Sending the breath down the side body as you soften. Keeping the sit bones connected to the earth. And gently come back up. Come to extend the arms out to a T. And exhale to guide the left arm underneath your right, finding eagle arms with either the backs or the palms of the hands together. Option to lift the elbows to create space under the armpits, or lower the upper arms onto the breasts and soften your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, open up through your heart, and exhale to take it to the other side. The option of resting the upper arms onto the breast is a wonderful way to stimulate the production of prolactin, to generate milk supplies. This might be something you employ on your breastfeeding journey, or you can start now. Beautiful. Soften the hands down and notice that softening through the shoulders. Now preparing for our 2-minute challenge. Taking your hands out to a T, thumbs release pointing up towards the ceiling. Soften through your shoulders as you begin to pulse the thumbs up towards the ceiling. We take these 2 to 3 minute challenges to replicate the duration of a surge and what we can do to maintain that softness through our jaw and not allow the monkey mind to take over, which often leads to tension. Employing the tools that you've learned over the last couple of weeks, including breath, maybe noticing your senses, using positive affirmations. I can do anything for 2 minutes. Each surge is bringing me closer to meeting my baby. You can practice the jaw softening techniques. Anything that helps you to stay grounded and soft through moments of discomfort. Knowing that it comes and goes. Beautiful, nearly there. Soften your hands down to your thighs. You might like to roll out the shoulders. And come to set yourself up into a comfortable position to practice your flop technique. Relinquish any activation through the muscles. Let the earth receive your entire body. Let your whole body flop. Noticing your heart rate beginning to slow down. The breath beginning to slow down. And all the beautiful benefits of resting. How the body replenishes, rebalances. Take your time to gently come on up, walking the hands back towards the body. And then come to sit on your glutes with legs extended out wide. You can take a bend in the knees if you like. Dorsiflexing the toes towards the shins. Interlace your hands. Begin to move with the breath as you breathe in, reaching towards the right foot, over towards the left. Breathe out to guide the hands in towards the torso, moving with your breath and taking it back in the opposite direction. If you notice any spaces, calling out for a bit of extra TLC, you can find stillness and really breathe into those spaces. And as you come to center, reaching the arms up overhead, release the fingers down to the earth between your thighs. Bowing down from the hips, staying open through the collarbones. As you melt forward to your degree, land where you land and allow gravity and breath to have its way with your body. Bring to mind the day that you get to meet your little love. Imagine the beautiful release of these wonderful hormones working with your body. Oxytocin, the hormone of love. You may have even heard the saying, it's a labor of love. Taking time to reflect on what you require in this space where you give birth to feel safe and connected, supported, loved. And gently come on up, take your time as we begin to prepare for Malasana or your yogic squat. You may prefer to stack some blocks to sit on top of, taking the knees out wide, maintaining length through your spine. Actively guide the thighs away from each other through the use of your elbows. You may prefer to not have the blocks for support. Just enables that little more activeness in the stretch. Finding that quality in your breath. Placing the fingertips towards the earth to safely lift up and find your way down onto the earth. Coming to guide your left ankle over the right thigh, dorsiflexing the toes. You might like to shuffle the glutes a little closer towards the heel. Giving the glutes some love, directing the breath to any spaces of tension. Make your way to the other side, guiding the right ankle over your left thigh. Shuffle forward if that feels nourishing and you still have that beautiful length and depth in your breath. You might like to practice at home with your partner ways to stimulate the flow of oxytocin through massage, music, laughter, touch, aromatherapy, even just noticing how you can make the room feel loving and safe, turning down the lights and using warm orange tone lights such as salt lamps. Remembering that your body is perfectly designed to give birth. If the labor should slow down, rather than seeing it as a sign of your body not working, consider maybe there's been a release of adrenaline which occurs when we don't feel safe. If in the wild we go to give birth and there's some kind of threat, the body will produce adrenaline to slow down the birth so we can move to somewhere that offers more security. Preparing for the most important part of our practice now, our Shavasana, or the art of doing nothing and just being. Notice if there's any way you can elevate the sense of comfort and ease within yourself. And just let the whole body become really heavy and grounded. Let the earth hold you in this space. Taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, surrendering that little bit more into the supports beneath you. In yoga, one of the 8 limbs is pratyahara, the withdrawal of senses. We can use our connection with our senses as a pathway to this withdrawal. Rather than using our senses to stay stuck in the material, using as a pathway to that connection we have with everything around us. Beginning to count down the breath, beginning with 26. As you breathe in, 26. And as you breathe out, 26. As you breathe in, 25. And as you breathe out, 25. Breathing in, 24. And breathing out, 24. Continuing to count down the breath. And if you forget where you are, just gently start again at 26. Keeping the mind's eye focused on counting down the breath. Every time you notice the mind wander, bring it back to this concentration. Let go of counting down the breath now, allowing it to regulate as you settle into a space of just being. Bring awareness to the base of the spine. Picture a vibrant red spinning wheel of energy in this area. Visualize this energy as a warm, glowing light, pulsing with vitality and strength. Repeating the following affirmations. Allow the meaning to sink deep into your consciousness. I am grounded and secure in the present moment. I trust in the flow of life and my place in the universe. I am connected to the earth and I feel its support and stability. I release fear and embrace a sense of safety and belonging. I am worthy of abundance, love, and success in all areas of my life. I release all tension and negativity. Imagine roots extending from the base of your spine, from your body and into the earth, anchoring you deeper and deeper to the ground. Feel the stability and support of the earth beneath you, grounding and nourishing you. Gently sending this red energy to any areas you feel tension or blockages. Let it restore balance. And as this red energy expands and grows stronger, allow it to spread vitality and rejuvenation, a protective shield around you. Let this light serve as a source of strength and stability, shielding you from any negative influences or energies. When you're ready, gently bringing awareness back into the room. You might like to place the soles of the feet to the earth and allow the knees to windscreen wipe from side to side. Take any organic movement to reawaken. Notice how you feel after taking this time out in your day by finding a comfortable position. Laying on your left-hand side, you might like to place a pillow or bolster underneath the thigh for support. You might like to extend the arms up overhead, extend the legs long and find a full body stretch. Exhale to release and take your time to come on up, finding a comfortable seated position to seal the practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.